This video will be introducing Pi's apps platform. Let's look at why we need an apps platform. Our first goal in phase 2 is building value. As discussed in our strategy overview video, to build value, the network needs to build intrinsic utility for Pi. By enabling people to spend Pi to exchange for real value and products at scale, be it or buying, members of the community or external parties can create Pi apps of different marketplaces that vary by region, language. Members of the community or external parties can create Pi apps of different marketplaces that vary by region, language, or different types of services and goods. While the core team can't be experts in all varieties of apps, our global community and external parties can be. Pi core team will focus on providing the platform to facilitate others who are more specialized in specific domains to build those apps, such as e-commerce, logistics, supply chains, gaming, real estate, and financial services. In addition to the platform, Pi core team will only develop a few key Pi apps that are closely tied to Pi's vision and community building. Based on our initial research, third-party developers of decentralized applications are very excited to tap into and contribute to Pi's ecosystem through the platform, because Pi's philosophy of user accessibility and large active global community are a rare resource in the crypto space.
So what will the apps platform look like? The apps platform will allow third-party developers to build applications that facilitate structured transactions using Pi. The apps platform can include both apps that are built within Pi network, called Pi apps, as well as external applications that are able to integrate Pi into their payment options, and we call those Pi payments. Pi apps will be hosted within the Pi interfaces, for example, similar to Facebook apps, Messenger apps, or WeChat mini programs. Some categories of potential Pi apps that can be hosted within the Pi interface include financial services apps for Pi. So these are applications that allow pioneers to access the emerging world of decentralized finance. And we've already spoken to developers building apps to allow people to own fractional pieces of real estate, as well as fractional shares in companies like Apple, Google, etc. We can have Pi social media apps. So this would be apps that allow pioneers to spend and earn Pi while engaging with high-quality content. We are especially interested in creating additions to the current chats system that curate for higher quality conversation. Another category is Pi marketplaces, and these would be apps that allow pioneers to exchange goods and services, similar to Amazon and Taobao for goods, and Upwork, Airbnb, and Uber for services. Also, Pi games. This could be apps that allow pioneers to spend Pi to play fun and engaging games, similar to how gamers today spend traditional currency inside their other games. Some examples of Pi payments include a QR code system that allows local retailers to accept payment in Pi, or your favorite local website creating a new Pay with Pi button, and who knows, someday maybe even Amazon will create a Pay by Pi button and will put it on their own website.
Let's talk about how we will implement apps platform. We will start with the focus on applications that are built directly on Pi network, Pi apps. Only when we construct a robust, viable Pi ecosystem through Pi apps can we attract external traditional industries to integrate Pi payments into their platforms. We will work alongside Pi community to identify the most promising applications to be listed on the platform. To avoid a Wild West situation where unchecked individuals taking advantage of fellow pioneers, the selection of the apps will involve community vetting and peer reviews to try to achieve relevance, quality, and trustworthiness. The development of the apps platform will begin in the second quarter of 2020. The application process for third-party developers is expected to open by the end of quarter 2, 2020. The in-app transfer pilot proved the need for apps platform that allows safe and efficient transactions using Pi and reduces abuses. The findings of the pilot mean that we will have to slow down pilot until more apps are added to the platform that scale transactions of real goods and services, and when we design safeguards needed to prevent further abuses. While we will be slowing down the enrollment in the in-app transfer pilot, we will expand KYC after Pi Day, as KYC will still be necessary to participate in other Pi programs. Being KYC'd will no longer automatically enable in-app transfers, but will increase pioneers' probability of being selected to the in-app transfer pilot later as more apps are added to the platform. Being KYC'd will also be required for eligibility to run certain versions of Pi nodes on testnet. We will present an update on the node in our next video and why it's important